Asunta Basterra Porto. This name became a symbol of one of the darkest stories that could ever happen to a child in Spain. She was a small, quiet, intelligent girl. Those who knew her said she was too well-behaved, as if she was always holding things inside, pulling back even her own presence so as not to upset anyone. But no one knew that the greatest danger in her life would come from the place where she should have been safest, her family. Asunta was born in China. Before she even turned one, she was brought to Spain. The couple who adopted her looked perfect from the outside. Her father, Asunta Basterra, was a respected journalist. Her mother, Rosario Porto, was a lawyer. Educated, cultured, reputable people. An ideal family everyone admired. Asunta attended private schools. She played the piano, did ballet, and spoke foreign languages far better than her peers. But her teachers noticed something unsettling. Asunta was unusually mature for her age. She didn't behave like a child. She didn't laugh like one either. Sometimes she became ill at school. Dizziness, sudden collapses. Doctors couldn't understand why. No one wanted to believe that a small child could be deliberately and repeatedly given sedatives. The night of September 22nd, 2013, Asunta disappeared. Her mother, Rosario, called the police. Her voice was calm, too calm. "After dinner, my daughter left the house and didn't come back," she said. Hours later, on a forest road, beyond the reach of streetlights, Asunta's lifeless body was found. She was wearing pajamas. She had no shoes. Her body was small, and it was covered in bruises. The autopsy changed everything. Asunta had been strangled. But before her death, her body contained enough lorazepam to sedate even an adult for hours. Someone had drugged her, repeatedly, deliberately, and that person was not a stranger. As the investigation deepened, Rosario Porto's past began to surface. Psychological problems, suicide attempts, an obsession with control, and most terrifying of all, statements suggesting she had begun to see Asunta as a burden in her life. The father, Alfonso, was quiet, cold. He kept repeating the same thing. "I didn't do anything." But the surveillance cameras didn't lie. On the night Asunta died, both parents were recorded on the road leading to the forest, separately, at the same hours, in the same area. Police uncovered that Asunta had been regularly drugged for months. This wasn't a moment of rage. This was preparation. When the trial began, Spain held its breath. How could it be possible? A mother, a father. Why would they kill their own child? Rosario Porto cried in court, but her tears meant nothing compared to the pain Asunta had endured. Because even before her death, Asunta was alone, silent, and no one had truly heard her. The verdict was delivered. Both mother and father were sentenced to life in prison. But the story didn't end there. Rosario Porto took her own life in prison. She left behind a letter. But even in that letter, there was no apology for Asunta, only herself. On Asunta's grave, these words are written: "We loved you." But the truth is this: Asunta was not raised with love, but with control. And in the end, that control took her life. This story reminds us of something terrifying. Danger isn't always found in dark streets. Sometimes it hides inside the most beautiful homes, in the hearts of families that look perfect. And some children don't scream, don't cry. They simply disappear, silently. Asunta was one of them.